Hi, everybody, and welcome to week 5 of media management. I hope you're all staying safe. I hope you're warm. I look out my window and it looks really pretty, but it's also difficult to drive on. So stay safe in the ice and the snow. I want to talk a little bit about the workforce as we go into week 5. This is your case study, week 4, chapter 3, dealing with workforce. Two things that really stuck out to me when talking about workforce. Number one, it's changing. Radio stations are now automated. A television news station that used to employ 3 or 4 camera operators and about 6 or 7 people in the control room now has robotic cameras and has maybe 2 people in the control room. Newspaper reporters now are being taught to take video and to do a lot of work with social media. If you're in a live event production or if you're on a film set, most of the workers you're going to be working with, they're freelance. They're not employed by a particular company. They're out doing their own thing. So what does this mean for you as a media manager? It means you're going to need to relate to people very, very quickly. Means you're going to have to develop some trust in a smaller workforce or a more entrepreneurial workforce that you don't work with on a daily basis. And it also means when you're making your hiring decisions, you're going to need to know exactly what it is you're looking for, what skills you want in your employees, and then you're going to have to know how to motivate them, how to lead them. You're also going to need to know what you can afford to pay. So those are some unique challenges today for media managers that weren't the same when I was sitting in many of your seats. The world has changed, the workforce has changed, and we must learn to change with it. Okay? The second thing is diversity. I will never know what it's like to be a black woman. Many of you may never know what it's like to be a father of 3 like I am. I'll never know what it's like to be Asian or a woman in general. That's the reason we need diversity in our workforce, because different people from different walks of life, from different backgrounds, have different needs. They have different ways of being motivated. We need to know that because that gives us a broader scope. We live in a melting pot. It's one of the beauties of the United States. One of the things I love about teaching at the University of Central Missouri is all the international students we have and all the diversity we have on this campus. We get to learn a lot about different people, different perspectives. There's a theory called standpoint theory that says I will never know what it's like to walk in another person's shoes because I'm not seeing the world from their standpoint. That's very relevant to us in the media industry. We need to be able to see what different people see from their standpoint, from their point of view. Why? Because then we can reach a larger market. We're dealing with mass media here, and mass media means we're dealing with people of all walks of life. So the more we can learn about those different walks within our own workforce, the better off we're going to be, the better we're going to be able to serve our clientele. Now, does that mean that you need to have one representative member from every cultural group? Certainly not. That's impossible. But you need to try and have as many different voices and many different viewpoints as you possibly can. Okay? So, those are the two things I want you to think a little bit more about with the workforce. This week, 2 assignments. Number 1 is the discussion. You need to do discussion post number 3. And that is case 3.1 from your textbook, which is dealing with hiring. It's the case 3.1 called Job Search. There are 3 job postings on there. You're supposed to read those and then say which or which job that you would like to apply for. Or you can go ahead and if there's a dream job out there, something you've always wanted to do, and you can find a job description, by all means, go look that one up and then answer the same questions that come from case 3.1. Case 3.2 is your case study assignment for this week, hiring decisions. That's dealing with a lot of what we talked about in this text. Okay? I do need to make a little note too. Last week we did 2 weeks ago we did chapter 1 and 2 cases. And then there was a discussion board post number 2. I think I failed to mention that week. It's discussion board 2. I had about 10 responses on there. If you would, please go back and take a look at that one. I'll just get that one done sometime this semester. It's my fault. I didn't announce it that week. It is in your syllabus, but please go in and look at discussion board 2 and complete that one as well so we can get caught up. Okay? Again, when you get done with these assignments, your discussion board post, obviously 3.1 will go into discussion board. Your case study 3.2, email that to me whenever you're done, due by Sunday at midnight. If you have any questions, give me a call. Be safe.